Would it surprise you that in Carol Quigley's Tragedy and Hope, a history of the world in our time, that in his extensive research, nowhere in chapter 7 does he mention Lewis McFadden, the House and Banking Committee, or the House Banking and Currency Committee, the investigation of the Federal Reserve that went on for years, the recorded charges of treason, conspiracy, unlawful conversion. Is that just a coincidence? And that he does go as far as mention Norman Dodd and the Reese Committee, but I suppose that would have been very close to the time he wrote the book. You know, it's more recent history people might have noticed versus, you know, something that was 30 years ago but still within the frame. I don't know. It's a pretty big detail to leave out, especially when you're going to state that America voluntarily surrendered to the gold standard. No mention of the orders of the confiscation of the gold, but he does make note that people were doing the bank runs. But why? Why were people doing bank runs, running to the bank, trying to grab their gold out of the bank? It wasn't because the Federal Reserve had inflated the fucking economy, did they? Did they increase the amount of paper they put into the economy, and then they turn around and use the newspapers they bought up and owned to report the shortages of the bank, to create the bank runs? Oh my god. You know, this book started like fucking omission, and I still can't believe the fact that it's been out all this time and crickets, nothing. They'll act like it's a conspiracy. In fact, AI, you mention bankruptcy of the United States, and the first thing you're going to hear, fucking conspiracy. That never happened. Well, we have a congressional record full of the hearings and the fucking investigation and the reporting, and by God, there's even a whole list of fucking directors. Like, they went deep into this shit. They identified the problem that caused the fucking depression, and it fucking was I'm sorry. It was handed to the judiciary to act upon, but I don't know. McFadden dies, and nothing. This fucking investigation into treason is ignored. It's set on the shelf and fucking forgotten about. That's pretty fucking interesting. So how many of the fucking the judges, the justices, were they on the payroll? Did they get a cut? Somebody come bribe them or threaten them to not act on those charges? It's just a thought. And I've got another thing. Would it surprise you to learn that also revealed in Tragedy and Hope is that the military, the United States, had already determined, they already knew that the tanks, the aircraft, like the bombing aircraft, the tanks, and aircraft carriers were obsolete. It's right after the end of the Second World War. The atomic bomb, they knew, like, other countries would soon follow, and that there made the hundreds of millions of dollars that was required to construct these aircraft carriers was a waste of fucking money, and that they knew that the missiles, being able to hone in, track, and radar made the aircraft obsolete to the aircraft were obsolete to missiles, the tanks were obsolete to shrapnel, and the aircraft carrier was obsolete to the atom bomb. And yet, because of the financial control that was ignored over the first investigation into the Federal Reserve, and mind you, the second, because you're talking 45, this is Louis McFadden's investigation was before the Second World War, that they used this money monopoly to increase the debt and give the appearance of wealth to those in power, because that's all it is the appearance of wealth. There's no real wealth. It's a luxury of not being cut off. See, then they could just stop issuing credits against your account, or I guess if they really wanted to go out of the way, I imagine it would be pretty easy to put fraudulent securities in your opponent's hand, and they'll not realize the fact until they're being charged for it. It's a thought, theory of mine. It's an interesting note, and that, if you want to know what page, find that on. It's around the war effort and the obsolete equipment. Well, that's back here around what, 900. Let me see, around 950 or somewhere. It's American stuff. No, it's not. Whoops. $914, $912, $912. Yeah, and $914, $915, $916. And the plan for the continued use of obsolete equipment, even though they considered even the upgraded tanks and planes that would come along later, they were already considered obsolete. They knew better, but still produced them anyways. And what was determined was that, well, they'd make up the difference in numbers. They would just send more troops, more troops that could be called in, and they would not have the same standard of training as your regular infantry and your irregular troops. They'd have subpar training on top of being rushed into battle, into the grinding, into the meat grinders. Is essentially what we're looking at doing now. I'm hearing reports of more than 600 and what was it, 614 or 624 troops dead, and the last number I seen was 124 injured, but that was at when I seen that 200 were reported dead yesterday, and I just happened to see that 200 is up to 6 now. So I don't know. But is it really surprising that, okay, we're I guess apparently fucking running a shortage on missiles. You don't have to conserve ammo. And now, what, you're gonna throw boots on the ground? We're gonna play D-Day all over again. Alright. I guess that enough losses, then Trump can just say, well, you know, it's time to fire nukes. We've lost thousands, tens of thousands trying to take the beach. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna make bets on how many thousands he's gonna sacrifice before someone decides, well, shit, maybe we shouldn't obey unlawful orders or arrest the cocksucker. He's demented. He's fucking psychotic. You don't need a 25th fucking amendment. You just need someone with common fucking sense and fucking set of balls. Get it done. Can I like, I don't know, can I like challenge somebody for a top position in the military? Because I would fucking not only give that order, I would fucking be at the front of the line there to execute it. Like, you soldiers just obeying a fucking dictator. We're repeating fucking history. Just doing the job. Just doing the job. The fucking idiotic people shit. The idiotic shit people do under the guise of doing their fucking job. My duty. I took a duty. Yeah, I released that shit. It's no good for you. Nothing but fucking programming and brainwashing. Make you subservient to a criminal fucking empire. The history of it, half-ass recorded in Treasury. It was pretty stunning fucking missions, even in the opening pages. The creation of money. And it's not out of it's not out of nothing. It's out of your fucking time, your fucking labor. You know why? Because you're working for the company script. And the company script don't buy anything anymore. So, how are you enjoying it now? How are you going to enjoy it when the company script is hyperinflated? Because they could have done a method of discharge. They could have. And they have before, but they did it in a fucked up manner that knew they did it in a way where they cut the goddamn credit. They cut the credit with loans they knew they could recall and demand payment fucking right then. And if they didn't get repaid, and they knew the chances, they knew there was very little chance these would be able to be repaid once they were called. Because they turned around and bought it. It's in the fucking Congressional records, for God fucking sake. It's not a fucking conspiracy. It's a fucking recorded history. It's in their own books. As if it don't fucking exist. But I would guess what? The requirements would be so fucking ridiculous to bring that into a court. You would have to what? Acquire the original documents and hope like hell some fucking administrator doing business as a judge will accept that documentation. This is a fucking shit show. where the criminals fucking investigate themselves, and this is all fucking normal. Absolutely. Have a great fucking day.